Okay, so in this video I will be going over the process of meiosis rather than mitosis and using the same visual representation again. So once again here, this white circle is going to represent the whole cell, and these Legos represent the chromosomes that are within the nucleus. And if you'll notice, I have two of each color of chromosome here in this mess. And so these two blue Legos are going to represent what's called homologous chromosomes, and they're chromosomes that are the same size and everything. They have the genetic code for the same things. You get one from one parent and one comes from the other parent, and they're not attached or anything, but they're just homologous chromosomes, and so they're all here in the nucleus. Just kind of floating there. And meiosis is going to start with the interphase, just like mitosis does. So in the interphase, you have the G1 phase, which is where the cell grows and gets bigger and everything. And then you have the synthesis phase, just like in mitosis, where the DNA becomes duplicated. So that's when each chromosome is going to have what we call the sister chromatids, which are just replicas of each other. So I'll attach all these. Each chromosome duplicates. Okay. And then the last part of the interphase is the G2 phase, which is where the cell, continues to get bigger. Final preparations are made for the cell to split. Then we're going to enter meiosis. And meiosis is separated into meiosis 1 and meiosis 2, because there's actually going to be two cell divisions that are happening here. So in the first one, meiosis 1, it starts with what's called prophase 1, and it's where the homologous chromosomes, they're going to, they hang out kind of by each other. They're not attached, but like the blue ones will be by each other, the yellows will be by each other, red will be by each other. And then through a process called, synopsis, these chromosomes are going to kind of switch parts of DNA, and they're going to create what's called recombinant chromosomes. And these chromosomes, they're not, like I said, they're not attached or anything. They're just kind of by each other. And then after prophase 1, we're going to move on to metaphase 1, which is where another process called independent assortment takes place, and each pair of chromosomes kind of match up. So it's kind of like in mitosis, but like they'll just kind of they'll line up kind of like this. And then comes the anaphase, where the cell starts to split, and hold on. So the cell starts to split, and these homologous chromosomes are going to be pulled to opposite ends of the cell. So that's going to be the anaphase, and then in the telophase, the new nucleuses are going to be formed. So each cell is going to have its own. I'm actually sorry. In meiosis, there is no nucleus formed again, but they're just going to separate. And so we have these two separate cells now. But then comes the process, or the part of meiosis 2, which is where these two cells are now going to separate. So basically, it's meiosis 1 all over again, except this time the sister chromatids of each chromosome are going to split and be pulled to opposite ends of the cell as this one splits. Okay, and same thing over here. So what we end up with is 4 daughter cells from the original cell, and each of the 4 daughter cells contains half of the number of chromosomes that were in the parent cell. And that is the process of meiosis.